This is the beginning of the hike, and next to the shrine, and I'm already higher than most of the mountains, so I hope I won't get, what is the name? Mountain sickness. I forgot the name. So high, it's so beautiful. The weather is already a bit chilly, so I think on top of the mountain, it's very calm. Just going around the mountain slowly, but later I think it will be a bit more steep, but I get the feeling this is like a very beautiful marathon. You can take your time, enjoy the show. There is no reason to rush. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. The road is like chocolate chip cookie, bit chunky, so good shoes are necessary. Little bit slippery. Sometimes the wind picks up some sand and you get a nice crunchy snack in your mouth. Seems like I'm keeping pace, slow and steady. It's interesting that everyone has a different climbing style on the mountain. Some people going at a steady pace, stopping sometimes. Some people just going slowly, but some people are running up the mountain and stopping, chatting, taking a selfie, and then running again. Everyone can find their own style up here. My style maybe is spitting my lungs out. An old gentleman was telling me about the bay and tiny island around here. He said it's very beautiful. So next year, maybe we can visit it with Kanachan. Can I see it? It's there, I think. I don't know. Machachichai. Nani. Such a quick cloud. Wow, very gorgeous. But I'm amazed on this rocky path, up and down, Taka-chan and Oba-chan is climbing up. It's amazing. As you can see, the higher up you go, the more tiny the plants get. Every tree is cute and tiny. I wish I was a cloud so I could float up. Is pretty strong here. Wow, so beautiful. So I put on my raincoat to protect me from the wind. Feels so nice. See you higher. Fuji-san is very tricky. From far away it looks smooth like glass, but here it's too bumpy. Obviously it's a trap. All these red, grey and black rocks makes it feel like it's a different planet. Kanachan is in there. The tiny city, Kichai. Such a deep red on the mountain. I took a 10-minute nap earlier to the campsite. Oh my god, felt like heaven. Only 2.6 kilometers left, but it looks It's really steep, so it will take a long time. In this clip, you can see Oji-chan in front of me. He was really nice to me. I gave him some of my food and he gave me some of his. We both wanted to share more food, but basically we were too polite to accept each other's food. After that, we had a conversation with his basic English and my basic Japanese. I told him I'm 27 and turns out he's 72. So we were laughing about that, how it's, the same number just flipped around. And I was a bit quicker walking than him, but we met up again and again when we were resting, supporting each other, joking about how kantan the hike is and everything like that. But unfortunately, he got altitude sickness sooner than me, so we met more and more rarely when we got near the top. Another thing that is good about climbing mountains is the community. In front of me is a Chinese guy, Zhang, I think. Behind me is a Japanese gentleman. And they're both so friendly. So, in the city it's really rare to have friendly conversation and meet nice people, but on the trail, in the mountain, hiking, there is a community. So many people are there for each other. So this is a good part. I appreciate it. We really enjoyed each other's company. But I never learned his name, and he never learned my name also. So, yeah, I just called him Oji-chan. Okay. I think my shoes are falling apart. Yes, obviously, but at least I will not have to bring them back to Hungary. Everything has a bright side. Wearing my gloves. It's getting really chilly in here. But the movement keeps you warm. It's only my fingers that are a bit cold, so it's okay. God. I reached the top. 始めました。
Do you not get one for yourself?
Now I'm going down, but nothing is visible. So I didn't take any videos or many videos on the top because you couldn't see anything. But next year I will come back and maybe it will be less foggy. I hope so. So I can see the beautiful crater in the middle. At 100 meters there will be a junction. There's a bus station and the weather is basically like this. And also on top of the mountain it was crazy rainy, so I don't know if this camera is waterproof or not, so I was too scared to take any videos. But I wanted to talk about how earlier I said that Oji-san or Oji-chan was very friendly to me, and always we met up again and again, catching up to each other. But in the end I was very close to the top, but I was so tired and I had altitude sickness a little bit, so I was sitting down so sad, so maybe it will be too hard. But then out of the fog Oji-chan came out like an angel from heaven, and I saw him and I talked with him again and again on the trip. So when I saw him I was filled with energy. I got a second life. So immediately I stood up and let's go! And we did it together. And I waited for him on the top, but I couldn't say goodbye to him because he was looking for his friend, and we lost each other. So, Fuji-chan, if you're watching this, thank you for being so nice. Around the very foot of the plain around Mount Fuji, there are so many lakes, and also around the lakes there are many cities. So it's like Fuji-san is giving life to humans around itself. I like it a lot. So many lakes. And rivers. There is a lake right there. And around the lakes, like mushrooms, cities. When you look up, you can see that you can't see. But here, it's extremely gorgeous. Also, one thing I realized is that that's good. When you are climbing Mount Fuji, rain gear is extremely necessary. In my case, it wasn't necessary at all. I didn't need my pullover even. So, and also, so beautiful. Also, when you're climbing up, so many flowers. I think you should buy water when you reach the top or before you reach the top, because on the way down from Fuji-san the price of water is basically insane. It's 600 yen for half a liter bottle, because there is only one shop on the way down, so they have monopoly the price. And after the shop it's 3 hours downwards. So I think many people fell into this trap. Also me, I fell into this trap. So please learn from my mistake. Buy water before the top or at the top, but not on the way down. Unfortunately, I cannot show it, but this red on the ground, I think the camera won't do it justice. But when the air is moist, there is rain or something, clouds, It's such a gorgeous red. It's a very beautiful, intense red color, or deep, dark red. Also sorry that I didn't take any videos or many videos on the way up the last part, because I had altitude sickness and I was so tired, so I was concentrating on walking. So sorry about that, but I took some pictures, I think, so maybe I can talk over the pictures. Let's see. I'm so grateful for Kanachan, because if she didn't take me by car to here, maybe I couldn't do it. I don't know. But by car it was the best. So I'm very, very grateful. And also she's taking me back. She's waiting for me in some cafe or something. Not cafe, I don't know. But she's the best girlfriend in this world. Don't cut it out, Kanachan. Wow. Sugoi. The wind is crazy strong in here. I went up there. That's the way up. So long. That is a gorgeous mountain. I can't imagine anyone climbing this mountain before there were these pretty roads, because it's crazy. Obviously many people could climb it before there was this infrastructure, or I don't know, I forgot how to say it, but before there were these roads, obviously many people could do it, but I think it was crazy tough. It was tough like this, but without any roads. Oh my god. But there was a bald guy in like split-toed shoes. He looked like a Shaolin, like a monk. I don't know what he was, but he was walking up the mountain like it was nothing. He was running up the mountain so quick. Also, there are crazy people on this mountain like them. But most people are more chill. As you could see in the earlier video, I ate pork miso soup. The taste wasn't so good, but it felt so sweet because it tasted of victory. So it was worth it. And compared to the half-liter bottle of water, which was 600 yen, this was This was 1000 yen for a bowl of soup, which is a lot, but still much better than the water. And I was very lucky also because on the top of the mountain I said, miso pork soup please, and he said, it's finished. But he asked and there was one bowl left, so I got the final bowl. And then immediately the lady, I was talking to a guy, but the lady was serving the food, so the lady said the food is finished. So I was so lucky. So relaxing after the long hike. At the end of the hike, I got basically incredibly lucky. When I was walking to the bus stop, suddenly I felt like my shoes were very weird. So I started shaking my boots, maybe something is stuck. Turns out the sole of the shoe was hanging off, and when I reached the bus stop, it completely fell off. So my shoe fell into two parts. So it was perfect timing. So that was nice. But after that, I was very happy with the hike, but I was thinking about Oji-chan, and suddenly I see him also waiting for the bus. So I went up to him, and his friend was also there, and we were so happy to see each other, and we were talking a little bit more. Right before we got on the bus, he gave me a tiny gift, a cute cookie. So overall, I think it was the perfect ending for the hike. I was really, really happy. It's lots of fun, really difficult. My shoe fell apart, but in the parking lot when I finished. It's perfect timing.
Yes.
Yes, and everything is so nice. I met a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
He also gave me a gift.
Wow.
Yes, he was an old guy. We hiked together a lot.
Is he here Japanese?
Yes, I just called him Oji-chan. I don't know his name.
That's good.
Yes, it was so much fun. I will tell you.
ロマンチックな星空にあなたを抱きしめていたい南風に吹かれながらシュールな夢を見ていたい見えない自由が欲しくて見えない銃を撃ちまくる本当の声を聞かせておくれよ走ってゆけ Train, train どこまでも Train, train 走ってゆけ